Sign up today for the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Unity Rewards program. New members can spin to win up to $1,000 in free play. Plus, play up to $500 on us and get exclusive discounts at Rocktain Gas and Smoke, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Sacramento. Get ready to rock and win when you sign up for the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Unity Rewards program. New members can spin to win up to $1,000 in free play. Plus, play up to $500 on us. Amplify your experience by becoming a Unity member and get exclusive discounts at Rocktain Gas and Smoke. Earn like a rock star and use your points on gaming, dining, shopping, or staying at any of our participating locations worldwide. Turn up the volume at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Sacramento.
Saturdays, Hard Rock brings you the $3.9 million Roll to Win drawings. With 3 drawings each Saturday night, you could win up to $100,000 in cash and prizes. Saturdays, only at Hard Rock Sacramento.
California grow, yeah. California grow. Me and the boys doing all we know. Yeah, there's nothing quite like this place that I call home. California grow, yeah. California grow.
Welcome to another edition of the Hard Rock Sports Roundtable, edition number 2. Actually, episode number 2. Thank you, Gary. I needed that.
Loosen up, buddy. Loosen up.
Been a little tough with the pickup truck today, so I needed that. Gary Gelfand of Fox 40 fame, Scott Marsh of Sacktown Sports 1140 fame, and then Mr. Pressley, who needs absolutely no introduction.
Don't introduce him.
Former Sacramento King, first-round pick, and then what else have you done for us lately?
Nothing lately. Absolutely nothing. That's what my wife. At least that's what my wife tells me.
No, she said a lot more than that last week after I dropped you off.
Yeah, your wife posts on social media are pretty dramatic, I got to tell you.
She doesn't even know how to get on social media.
Her social media is riding a horse, but that's another story.
Yes.
Anyway, we got a great show for you today. This is our second episode, Hard Rock Sports Roundtable, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, and the Hard Rock Live out at near Wheatland. Don't want to miss anything going on out there. We'll touch on that as we go. Great show today. Preseason football is up and running.
Did you say great show in preseason football? Come on.
I love that. I love preseason football. We'll talk about why you should love preseason football. How about the Brewers? They played football yesterday.
That's true. 22-0.
Yeah, 22-zip. I don't like the Brewers when they win it all.
They were playing a preseason football game, right?
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, 22-0. I don't like when they win it all because they're, my Cubs are chasing them.
Okay, yes, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Then there was a gentleman that started out yesterday in his first major league game. He only hit 3 home runs. We'll touch on that. Lakers drama, shocking. Lakers drama.
Bus family and drama?
Yeah,
come on.
Scary.
Really?
Yes, very scary. I'll tell you a Jerry Buss story later. Ohtani hits 30 home runs. Marsh is all happy. Tatis seems to be rounding into form come down the stretch here for the Padres. Pretty amazing. Texas, the Texans and the Raiders tomorrow. 49ers in San Diego, another preseason game. Vita Vea, where is he going to end up? Hopefully in the red and gold. Fantasy football, we'll touch on that. Great newspaper article on the show, by the way. Dusty Baker's autobiography, we'll touch on that.
Yes.
And the Clipper situation and college football. All sorts of good stuff.
Okay, I'm looking at your sheet right now.
Yep.
I see nothing about PCA on here. Pete Kerr Armstrong. There's not one word about him on there.
Okay.
That's because Shohei's the MVP. I mean,
that might be my take coming up later on.
PCA number 2.
If we're still doing the 24-second
Harold,
shot
we're going to
clock.
have to split them up.
Right?
We should split them
It's
up.
not going to be a battle.
We should kick them both out.
And you notice I didn't put anything on about the Giants.
Hey, and you have a 24
well, they have
this week,
51
so that's
wins,
good.
so you shouldn't talk about the Giants.
You have a 24 this week, so that's good.
I do. Last week did not have one.
That was
But
a-
it
no,
was
it was a good
still good
24.
because I love the Hard Rock and I love what they're doing.
It was a great 24.
That is a take.
It was a little rough, but all right.
All right, Mr. Presley. Let's start out with let's start out with preseason football. The Niners last week, Titans. I mean, the games are meaningless score-wise, but what impressed you, if anything, about the new 49ers this season?
Well, I'm enjoying the running backs. I'm enjoying the wide receivers. The defense, I'm still a little suspect on. I don't think I just don't think they're ready. They're not looking like they have it all locked and loaded. So that's going to be a concern. But we know their offense is outstanding. So it will cover up some of the defense. But we know defense wins championships. So they're going to have to do some stuff. What are they going to do, John?
I'm going to turn to Mr. Marsh because he likes those Southern California blue and white thing sometimes.
Well, let's go back to the Niners, because first of all, I mean, the scrimmages they had were more important than that preseason game. Defensively, getting Warner and Greenlaw back, I was able to get down to training camp last week. Fred Warner looks fantastic,
I know.
by the way.
Scary good.
Offensively, I'm still a little concerned for them. I mean, with Pearsall out for the year, we'll see how Mike Evans fits in. We're still waiting to see about Kittle when he comes back, whether it's week 1 or not. So
that's a valid point there.
To me, I think defensively they have a chance to be better than they do offensively to begin the year.
Well,
Gary, what do you think?
I was going to say, I just think it's so early right now. It's the second game. We're looking at the team the way it looks now on the field. It's going to look totally different. This is August. We have to wait till the season gets going. But I think ultimately the pieces are there. You got to get Bosa back, ready to roll. He's one of the guys. But their backup quarterback looked great. You might not even need Mac
Chris
now.
Rourke, right?
Again,
it's a tough last name.
No, I apologize. We don't need to talk about third-string Niner quarterbacks after Mac Jones and Purdy, but we're talking preseason football.
Exactly.
Okay.
You do if you trade Mac Jones.
Do we need to go out? Do we need to go outlet Iverson in the first 5 minutes?
Well, so
of the
that's
show?
what I'm saying. So that backup quarterback looked good. However, it's Purdy, and Purdy should stay healthy. So it's his
For
team.
a person who hadn't thrown, I don't care, backup or whatever, for a guy who hadn't thrown a pass in a year and a half because of a major league knee injury to go up against a starting defensive team in the NFL. And
a starting defensive team in the NFL?
Well, they're starters.
for
the first preseason game?
Yeah, they were starters.
Okay.
The Titans played all their starters.
Okay.
That first
But they're
so
going
I do
80%
want to
maybe.
attack Scott Marsh a little bit. I think the Niners.
Here, let me get out of the way.
I made the
Bring
point
it.
last week that I felt like the Niners' defense was going to be more offensive, which you can see. I think they're going to. Raheem Morris, the new coordinator, is going to turn them loose a little bit. That can burn you, or it can make or break you, whatever. But the Niners' receiving core, I would argue with Scott that Niners have more speed. They've got better athletes overall than they've had at the receiver spot, and I got it with Pearsall out. That's a loss. But Stribling looks so good coming into the second round.
He has
I
played
just
well.
think the Niners are the most intriguing set of receivers they've had in the Shanahan era.
But Mike Evans, I mean, he can still play, but he's certainly on the backside of his career.
No question.
So what are they going to get out of him?
They're going to get a lot out of him. He is.
Thank you, Harold.
He is
Hey,
outstanding.
by the way, nice jacket, Harold.
I
You
really
look good
appreciate it.
up there.
Thank you, John. You look
good.
pretty good too. But Evans has proven that he has been the man his entire career. So he's going to just do. He's going to teach the young kids. But he's going to catch all those important passes. But they don't even have to worry about the receptions, because you're also coming out the backfield. You got the best receiver that the backfield has ever seen
In McCaffrey.
He is unbelievable.
Well, he's kind of your money man in fantasy football.
Well,
so.
I didn't have him last year. I missed him very much. But just what he does and how he gets that team going. Yes, Kittles is. I think Kittles is going to be perfectly fine. I love the fact that we got a quarterback who has not played a lot last year, so he's going to be hungry. That's how this whole thing works. He's going to be hungry to get in there and just prove what he can do.
And they say he's having his best camp ever. Scott says it doesn't matter, but I think it does. But go ahead.
Camps matter. I'm just saying these preseason games don't. But I will say Debo looked great in
Debo's
camp.
back.
So, and he's got a great attitude. He signed autographs for the fans for a long time after camp session was over. He feels relaxed. So maybe take 2 Debo will work for San Francisco, and that would be huge. But again, Purdy has to prove that he's an upper echelon quarterback.
When are we going to get off the Purdy 7th round last pick in the draft? Come on, man.
He can't still be holding the football from the last game of last season in the pocket.
Now he has receivers that can get to those balls.
Got to get the ball to the receiver.
He's got to get it out of his hands first.
I like Debo, though. I like you brought up Debo. I like Debo. I think it's going to be awesome. He's going to pick up where he left off with the Niners, and he's an awesome guy to fill in. I mean, not fill in. He'll be complimenting the backfield. He's going to be an awesome guy. Super fast.
When Trent Williams says he's in the best shape he's ever been in a 49er camp, that of Debo.
He looked great. I will say, he looked great.
So, I mean, I just think there's some interesting pieces there. That Stribling kid is amazing. They've got, Cowling and I think it's Jordan. Jordan, yeah. Those two were injured all last year, and they have speed like they've never had. So I think they're going to create some gaps in between. My biggest concern for the Niners, and it seems to always be the annual who's going to play left guard. Their offensive line has got to solidify. And, on the defensive side, I think they're great. I think they've got all the pieces. If they got Vita Vea in some kind of trade in the middle of that defensive line with those linebackers, as you alluded to, Warner and Greenlaw back, they would be top 5 defense in the league if that happened. But offensive line-wise, they got to get some solutions there. I mean, they really need to solidify that line.
you're going to see an awful lot of passing coming from the Niners this year, and it's really going to open up everything. So the running game's going to flourish because of all the passing, the receivers that they have on this team. And as you said, Debo is just he played great last year. He got injured a little bit, but he played outstanding. And knowing going away and coming back always does something for you. You know that, hey, I really should not have ever left this place, and now I know what I had when I left, and he's going to just fit in just perfectly. So it's going to be a fun year for the Niners.
That's an amazing dynamic when you find out when you go somewhere else how really good you had it. Sure. And then his coming into camp as he looks, and with the price they got him, wow, watch out.
It's a fun year, but they're still the third best team in their own division.
Wow.
So
wow.
Still fun.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, we're going to find out if they're the third best team this season. Yeah, we'll see.
You know that the toughest place to be is number one. So Seattle is they're coming back. They're feeling it. They do have a really good team.
They do,
but
they're scary.
A lot of things happen when you're number one. Everybody's shooting for you, so it's going to be a tough time to just to stay healthy and to move forward and repeat.
But Seattle's not the best team in that division either.
They are not. They are not. So
there's the Cardinals, right?
Yes, there's
So is Aaron Donald coming back to the Rams? Is he coming? Is that
That's
word?
the talk,
At
but I
point,
can't see that. But maybe down the stretch. I mean, if anybody could come back after missing several years, it'd be him.
Yeah. So, Gary, any other thoughts on the Niners?
No, I'm just, they're not going to be playing the Bears this year, so it's all good. By the way, I do have a story, though. I went to that Bears-Niners.
That NFL title game could be exciting.
That could be.
Will the stadium at Indiana be ready for the end of the year?
I like that.
Yeah, I don't want to get over there.
Your Indiana Bears, your Gary Bears.
Oh, my gosh. If that happens.
The Gary Bears.
Exactly. That's what they'll be. They will, because it's in Gary. It's like Ham and Gary. It's the same thing. By the way, Gary, that's like kind of a smelly it just doesn't really.
Gary is smelly.
Yeah. I'm a smelly guy. No, but I do have a story that I can throw in real quickly, because I did go to that Bears-Niners game last year. That was unbelievable on Monday night.
Yes, I remember.
What an unbelievable game that was. I never saw that much scoring.
Yep.
And I was sitting in an area with a lot of Niners people, some high-up Niner people as well, too. I had to keep my mouth shut, because within the first minute...
They weren't high. They were high up in the organization.
Yes, high up in the organization.
Good call.
And within the first few seconds, the Bears scored that touchdown.
I remember.
Like they picked off Purdy, and he ran it back in. I was like, but anyway, what a great game that was. Awesome to see that. And I hadn't been to a Niner game in a long time. We talk Niners.
Yeah.
We get a chance to go check things out every now and then. You go to the practices. I haven't been there in a while. But just to be at the game, that was awesome. That was a good.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a good experience. So if you're listening, get to a game.
Yeah, fantastic.
No, they do a good job.
Levi's is good. Yeah, it was fun. I didn't like the parking, but other than that, it was good.
You got to get to a game everywhere. I know you go down to down to LA for games, and you go to Chicago.
Yeah. Sure.
I have a trip coming up pretty soon.
Where?
I'm going
Philly?
to the Vegas game and the opener to see the Miami Dolphins.
Can you leave now? Can you?
Allegiant is awesome. I've been to Allegiant.
With the Bolitnikovs.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to see our friend.
Yeah.
He's the offensive lineman's coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we're going to hit that one
Do you
at
care
some
to
point.
share?
No, I'll tell you in the 24.
Right. In the what's he said in for the 24. Got it.
Okay, so the Raiders. First game. I saw some. I mean, I'll tell you, Mendoza did impress me in that
I
game.
like Fernando. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Scott brought up the fact that there's some scouts that are still questioning whether he's a number one pick, but
Let alone a first-round pick.
Whoa.
he showed pretty well in that game.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
I got in preseason. So
I'm rooting for him. I mean, how could you not root for this kid?
You mean the
and
Cal
everything
Berkeley
he's done?
graduate?
Yeah, Cal Berkeley graduate. Right. Yeah. Right.
Now,
No, he is. He's
he-
a Cal Berkeley grad.
Did
Yes.
he go back and graduate?
He graduated from Cal Berkeley, not Indiana.
Good to know.
When did that happen?
Okay.
Oh, last
So that's
year.
how he just got it? Really?
Yeah, he went through graduation with him. Yes.
Interesting. That's wow.
now, he is 27 years old.
Something like that. I don't think he's
No, he's
27.
not.
No,
No, he's 37.
I think he's 25, but he acts like 27. He's a
Okay,
pretty
good.
mature kid. So
He looked good.
yeah, he did. And Kirk Cousins didn't. He did what Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback.
For sure.
He'll do well there, and they have upgraded in many places. But so you're going to the opening game.
I am going to the opening game.
Wow.
Yes. I actually have a friend who just found out he has cancer, and that's one of his things that he really wants to do on his bucket list is
Wow.
go see the Miami Dolphins.
Oh,
He's
nice,
a
nice.
Miami fan.
Oh, good,
So
good.
I did call our friends, the Bolitnikovs, and we're going
They
to work
worked
some
it
stuff
out.
out.
You got to do
That's
something.
awesome.
Have you guys been to Allegiant before? Any of you guys?
I've not been to Allegiant. Did you?
I've not been
I
inside
have.
yet.
Well, again, it was another Bears
Heard
game.
it's amazing.
But yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a blast there. I think you've been there before, right?
I haven't.
Okay, so when you go to Allegiant, it's incredible. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
You're in Vegas, you're in the heart of it all. You
Yep.
know, they call it the Death Star. It's just an awesome building. All the amenities, and it's another great place to watch a game.
That's
so
awesome.
your friend will have a blast. It's
Beautiful.
going to be great.
Cool.
It will be interesting to see how the Raiders, if they turn the corner this year. I mean, they've had so much that hasn't gone right. Maybe
That corner is like 10 miles down the road. I mean, again, they may be better, but they're the worst team in their division.
so. Anything else NFL-wise in this segment we want to touch on that's coming up? Obviously, preseason football is out there and exciting, and the Niners they scrimmage against San Diego this week, and San Diego during the scrimmage because they're playing on Thursday night. San Diego beat the Niners up pretty well in that scrimmage.
Yeah,
so.
and again, we're talking about the scrimmages that do matter.
They do.
It's like the preseason should be eliminated. Like, there's no need for 3 preseason games anymore.
Tell the owners that.
It's just money. Yeah.
Well, the ultimate solution, long term, whether it's short or long term, is an 18-game schedule.
Yeah, I agree.
2 pre-games most.
I agree.
They got to
Right.
figure a way to get that done.
Right.
Yeah,
The
you gotta
industry-
have pre-game. You gotta see what you have with the
You
players.
see it every day in training
But
camp. You see it when you scrimmage.
It's
on the
totally
what about one
different.
game?
It's
What about
totally
one
different
preseason game?
to play against somebody else. It's another team. It's just playing against yourselves all the time.
Not just a
it doesn't
scrimmage?
work in college, and it's really not. You don't get a good feel for who do you have. And
Teams
who you
don't even
keep.
play their players anymore in preseason.
They really need to because they all get hurt later on. And so they got to get out there and figure out who's where and how and get in shape. You got to get into actual game shape, and you don't do that in practice.
Speaking of game shape, are you going out to Hard Rock to watch any of these preseason games at the new sports bar and
I
restaurant
am
out there?
absolutely going. I'm going to get in game shape just to go see the games, so I can sit there for a long time.
So the big screens are awesome. And you said last week one of the things that I got so many comments on, I got texted, I got stopped on the street was
Smoke.
there's no smoke.
There's no smoke in
smoke,
that
yeah.
building.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
outstanding.
And that was a great point you
And
made.
I've been all through the country and all the casinos. I have trouble with smoke, and it just really affects me. So when I walk into this place, I'm like, whoa! I can stand here, I
Yeah.
can sit here, I can spend time watching the games. I can't do that at all the casinos.
Right. Oh no, and you got Gary the Midwest guy. Can't get him out of Council Oak Steakhouse because of all the wonderful.
Oh my gosh, that's
red meat.
delicious! But I love all the TVs right there, the way it's set up there at the sports bar,
yes.
because the slot machines are like right here, facing that. So now it's more dangerous because I'm sitting in a slot machine playing, watching, and before you know it, I've most likely lost a little bit. But I do win every now and then.
When are we going to be doing our show from there?
Yes.
So we got to talk
Let's
to
make
Ann and
that
Mark.
happen.
Once we get a rhythm here, we'll get it going. Once we get Kurt, the board manager extraordinaire,
He's
here,
over there.
engineer, he's fired up.
You've
so-
been doing this show for over a decade. There hasn't been any rhythm up to this point.
Good
So
point.
when's that going to
That's
come?
a pretty good point. Okay, speaking of rhythm, let's move on to baseball a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Giants.
Oh boy.
Okay, I think that's about it. Okay,
Yeah.
so in all seriousness, last week we talked a little bit about the Giants, but is there a plan? Is it obvious to anyone that the Giants have a plan, or are they just kind of muddling along?
The plan
until
is
blow it up.
they've blown it up, right?
Okay.
They're in a
Yeah.
Right thing to do?
Yeah. They weren't winning. They had to do something, right, to blow this thing up. And
Yep.
you've got Posey, you've got your new manager. Why not just blow everything up and restart?
Keep Webb though. Keep Webb.
Yeah, Webb's going to be a
Logan,
part of it,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's the
Logan,
anchor.
Logan.
Errol, what do you think?
That's it. You got to blow it up. It's time. Well, it's been time for a while now.
It has. And the one thing that's been ignored there for too long is their farm system. And right now it's soaring. They've really done a good job of drafting and also gaining more talent in that in their minor league system, which they have been, other than when Posey and Panic and Brandon Crawford and Brandon Bell came up, when they had a young core of local talent and
Right.
the third baseman Pablo.
Yep.
They haven't had it since,
Panda.
and they
The
haven't
big
been
Panda.
successful.
Yeah.
Panda,
Yeah.
yeah. So they just haven't. So
Those were exciting teams, man.
They're fun to watch.
Yeah, those were good
To
teams.
win 3 World Series in
Think
5
of
years?
That was crazy.
Yeah. And they had really good pitching and a
That's
great manager.
Dodger-like.
Yeah.
But the Dodgers are going to do it 3 and 3.
3 in a row he's trying. Yeah, they
Well-
tried for 3 in a row, right? They're buying the third one.
Well, they're trying. They're trying.
They're
Right now,
buying,
there
but
might be a little cash strap
right now, the owner might be buying out.
Yeah,
actually.
there might be a little cash strap. So we'll see how long that lasts. Okay, so let's talk a little baseball. 22-0. The Brewers, I think they beat. Who'd they beat?
Seattle. Seattle. So it was 22 runs, 22 hits.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it was a shutout. I mean, how did the team not even score?
Yeah.
They had I think Seattle had 6 hits.
Well, how
or
many
7 hits.
second basemen and outfielders pitched? That's what I want to know.
I've been on a couple of teams that wouldn't score.
In basketball.
problem.
40-4 Kings team against the Lakers.
I know you remember the whole thing,
Is
don't
that really
you?
what it was? 40-4.
I've gone back and I've
I
watched
watched
the
that
entire
game.
first quarter.
Actually,
They were in their powder blues.
Were you yelling at Harold? What are you doing?
No, I
was
was watching on
actually-
TV. They were in L.A.
the score was actually 42-4.
Yeah. So I
Makes it a
watched
little
that
worse.
game. I never forget
I
it.
was on the bench.
So who had the points?
I
Who had
was
the
on
4
bench.
points? I'm sure you know.
I think
Theus.
Otis Thorpe. Otis
you're
Thorpe
right.
had 2, and Derek Smith had 2.
Reggie was running around with his head cut off. Oh, yeah, that was funny.
It was all over.
Oh, my
and I'm sitting on the bench like, you want to
Coach?
try me?
Yeah, let's go. That's crazy.
I can score, coach.
Here's the thing, Harold. If they're down 42-4 and you're still not getting put in, I don't know what that says.
That says the coach is not going to be that long.
All right, so this never happened in baseball. In fact, it was brought to my attention. I think who brought it up this morning? I can't remember. But anyway, it might have been Bob Fischetti. But Josh Baez, his first major league game.
Yeah, and you know who did it against too,
He
right?
goes 3 for 4 against the Cubbies. And what happened?
His first 3 at bats were home runs. His first 3 at bats.
Unbelievable.
That was
Never
ridiculous.
been done. Never been done.
Never.
William McCovey, his first game with the Giants back in '59, 4 for 4, two triples and 2 singles. That was a big opening, but I've never heard of anybody hitting 3 home runs.
No, you want to get a hit your first major league bat, right? Oh, I want to get on base. I don't want to strike out. Let me do something. Put it in play.
Crazy.
Maybe even a walk, and he hits a home run. He's all right. I did it. Then a home run. Then a home run. 3 in a row. Crazy.
Never forget that. I think maybe the greatest first at bat I've seen. Will Clark in his first at bat hit a home run with Nolan Ryan.
Oh yeah, that was great. Dead
that
center.
was awesome.
Dead center.
Yeah.
Dead center. And he did not look at Nolan Ryan. They told him, whatever happens, if you get a hit, don't
You're
look
gonna
at
get beat.
You're going to get beat next
That
time.
was bad. Back then, you're going to get beat.
Well, I love Dusty Baker. We'll talk about Dusty's book here in a second,
Yeah.
too, Crossroads. But he talks about how when he first bet up against Bob Gibson, Hank
man.
Aaron walked over to him and he goes,
Yeah.
something like this. He goes, do not look at him.
Yeah.
Do not look at Gibson. If you get on base, do not look at him.
Yep.
And do not look at him between pitches. He will drill you.
He will drill you. Yes.
Consistently.
Oh my
A
goodness.
nice drill. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice drill.
So are we going to talk about the A's at all?
Go ahead.
Why?
I thought we were talking baseball.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the A's
Well,
last place, A's 49-77?
Here's the great news. They're in town.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is good news.
That is good. It's Sutter
news.
Hill Ballpark,
Yeah.
Yes.
which is a great spot to see a game. Sutter Hill
Beautiful
Park.
place. Yeah.
So
It's
as we speak now, they only have 47 wins. But I remember looking at the standings when I took out my newspaper and opened it up like I used to, and I was looking at the standings. They were in first place, but
Right.
that was at the end of April, and I actually thought it was like into May.
Yeah.
But they were in first place, and then that was the end of it.
It's hard to believe. I thought
Yeah.
they would be much more competitive this year. They've got
Everybody
a great
thought
daily
they would.
roster. The
Yeah.
pitching still is
I know.
terrible. They fired the GM.
Right.
They've underperformed. That's unfortunate.
It
but
is.
because the AL West is a terrible division.
It was gettable.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody thought the A's were going to take a step forward. They took a step
Yeah.
back. And it's always about the pitching, and that's been the Giants' biggest problem.
Yeah.
Their bullpen has gone to maybe the worst in baseball. So who comes out of the American League this year?
Could be the Sox, man. Watch out for the White Sox.
So
they
could
just
it
won
be
today
White
as we
Sox,
speak.
Cubs?
Yeah.
Could Cubs White Sox finally be
that would be-
a World
I mean,
Series?
come on.
That'd be amazing.
Giants A's 89. The bridge is falling
That
down.
was-
Everybody
What,
ready?
what,
know,
what
my
would they
God.
call the Cubs White Sox World Series? What would the
that's a good
moniker
one.
be? It's not Freeway World
South
Series.
Side
It's not Subway
versus-
World
South
Series.
Siders
What would it
versus-
It's got to be Windy City something, you
Yeah.
know.
Wow.
Yeah, that would be crazy. I mean, don't get me too excited now, because I'm like, oh my God, that could maybe happen.
Cubbies
you know?
at 174. They're right there, man.
You know?
They're right there with the Dodgers. They're right there with the
They
Brewers.
are.
They're right there with the Braves.
Yep.
The Braves are good too. Once again, they have the pitching, and yeah, it's going to be very interesting. And then the Giants, of course.
But the National
done.
League is so much better than the American
It
League
is.
this year.
It is.
Top to bottom.
If the Dodgers make it,
Yeah.
can you get us tickets?
I can get some of us tickets.
Yeah, just give him a credit card
When he
number.
looks this way.
Just give him a credit card number with the 3-digit code.
If
Okay.
the Dodgers make the
I'm
World
asking.
Series, we'll find a way to get you to LA.
Okay,
I do want to touch
Not
on
to
this.
the game, but
I
to
do
LA.
want to I do want to touch on this because I talked to Dusty last night. We had a great conversation. He's all over. He's going to Nicaragua. The guy's everywhere. He's making wine. He's over in Nicaragua. He's being asked by different head coaches of different teams to come. Preseason football, preseason basketball coming up to give that speech that only Dusty can give to motivate people. But his new book, Crossroads, which is basically his autobiography, is phenomenal. And I teased him. I said, Dusty, can you sign my iPad? Because It's in my iPad. I don't have the book
Yeah.
itself anymore. But yeah, Dusty's life story is pretty incredible from his time with the Braves with Hank Aaron, being in the on-deck circle when
That's crazy,
When
yeah.
when
An incredible
Aaron
story.
passes Ruth and Harold, he followed your illustrious basketball career. His dad was at every Kings
Every
game.
game.
Yeah.
And
Every
Dusty and the Kings have a great relationship as well as his father did before he passed. But Dusty, and probably the greatest athlete ever to come out of Sacramento.
Yes, and one of the greatest guys. I actually was helping out Grant High School one year with their sports program, and I asked Dusty to come and speak to the class. And he walked in, and it was amazing what he said. I had no idea that he was in the dumps and he was down and out, and somebody taps him on the shoulder and says, "Are you Dusty Baker?" "Yes, I am. We've been looking for you." He said, "I was ready to jump off the bridge. Life was bad,
Yeah,
and I was
wow.
ready
Wow.
to go." And that happened and turned around. The kids were like, "What?"
Yeah.
They
Unbelievable.
sat up. They were just so attentive. They asked so many. The first time ever, they asked so many questions that we were there for an hour and a half just answering questions. And Dusty sat there the entire time and with a smile on his face. It was
Wow.
unbelievable.
Oh, November 10th last year when
Sure.
Hard Rock Sports
Yeah.
Bar opened and restaurant, he came out and he gave an eloquent speech and sits down with everybody, signs autographs, talks hoop, whatever you want to talk. Because he's a huge hoop guy. Santa Clara, Carol
yeah.
Williams coach back in the 70s, wanted him there bad, but his future was baseball. And Dusty, a class act.
He's the greatest Sacramentan who ever lived, I think.
I think that's a good
if
way
you're
to
to
put
ask
it.
all-time great Sacramentans, he's got to be
Hall of
top
Fame?
of that list.
Hall of Fame soon?
Well, beyond Hall of
God,
Fame. It's
yeah.
silly he's not in the Hall of Fame.
For sure. You know why he's so good at all his speeches when he comes out and talks and does everything?
Don't tell me about the Cubs, his time
No.
with the Cubs.
Well, actually, Cubs manager. He because he's drinking all that Baker wine.
Oh, there you go.
So he's primed, ready to go. So he's nice and calm and cool. I actually have a couple bottles signed by Dusty. I don't know what to do with those. Just hang on to them.
Don't
He'll
drink
be in the Hall of Fame.
Don't drink them. Keep the bottles for the Hall of Fame. Exactly. So,
Right?
one of the interesting things that he talks about is an athlete that I completely hated as a Giants fan growing up, and then had to fall in love with him when he became a
You
Giant.
hated an athlete?
Was Reggie Smith. Reggie Smith used to kill the Giants. Former Red Sox, great, could swing from both sides of the plate. And had an amazing career. And Dusty still says, pound for pound, he might be the best baseball player he ever played with.
I think it's great you mentioned the Dodgers just honored Reggie Smith, put him in the Ring of
Dusty
Honor
was
this
there.
past week.
And Dusty was
Yep,
there.
on Saturday.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he should be.
Earl
for sure.
Hershiser, Hall of Fame. He's got a star now.
He's in there?
That was Friday.
Wow.
Well, another good point about if you do show up there at Hard Rock, you might see Dusty there. He loves a good meal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he loves Yu-Yu.
And
That's your favorite.
Yeah.
You love Yu-Yu.
I thought you said he loves me. I don't think he yeah.
Asian
But he
fusion.
loves you, that's for
Asian
sure.
He loves you
fusion.
too.
Asian fusion.
It's
It's
so
Harold he
good.
doesn't like.
Not true.
No, not true. Well, you got a lot of great.
How do you not like Harold? Come on.
And you got a lot of great music coming up. Earth, Wind, and Fire in September
Yes.
at
Yeah.
Hard Rock
Can't
Live.
even wait for that.
That'd be
Get your
awesome.
reservations. Oh yeah,
Right.
get your reservations for dinner early.
Prayers with the band.
Yeah, the band
too.
member.
The
Yeah,
drummer.
how is he doing?
Don't have an update.
Don't have an update yet. The drummer for the
Yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Fire had a serious health
shoot.
issue.
Okay.
Yeah, they had to cancel a show at Chase
yeah.
at last minute. Crazy. So yeah, prayers. Haven't heard much. Have to follow up on that.
Yeah.
That's good, Paul. Good call. But yeah, some great shows coming to Hard Rock. The event, November 7th.
Yeah.
Tyler Rich, a lot of information will be coming out on that very, very soon. Okay, let's touch on college football.
Let's do it.
Oh.
Okay, it's around the corner. I believe there's some games actually coming up the next couple of weeks.
Football kicks off 2 weeks,
2 weeks
from today.
There we
on
go.
Saturday.
There we
Yeah.
go. And so,
This week,
and
2 weeks from
UC Davis is
Saturday.
where?
Portland State.
Now, for those of you that don't know, most of you do know, Scott Marsh, the voice of the UC Davis Aggies, and so they open up against Portland State.
Yep, the
in
Vikings.
Portland.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Number
Not
6
only
in the
is-
country.
Not only is he
UC
the
Davis,
voice,
number 6.
Wow.
but he actually knows what he's talking about. It's shocking. He's here. He knows nothing.
hear
but he
those
just
games
comes
on-
He's also drinking a lot of that Baker
On
wine.
Sacktown Sports 1140 Radio, you can hear those games. Follow UC Davis football because they're just amazing every year. It's just incredible.
It's awesome. I'm sure you probably know the schedule. Maybe you don't. I don't want to put you
Yeah.
on the spot, but like they always open up against somebody. Not you said who
So-
they're opening, but like in the top 3,
Yeah.
they got like a Big Ten team or
Yep.
somebody.
So the
Who
big
they
one's
have?
SMU.
SMU.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
Got the Mustangs.
So-
Okay.
Nice.
Pony Express.
There you go.
home?
Yeah.
No, there, of course.
Pony
In
Express,
Dallas.
yeah.
Is Eric
No,
Dickerson
they're going
playing?
there to get the
Yeah.
money.
Is
UC Davis
Dickerson
going to bring the money back from
Dickerson
SMU.
was in town.
Is Dickerson playing in that game?
Dickerson was in town last year for the Phillips Golf Tournament. Had a chance to talk to him.
About that?
We may
Good
talk
guy.
about that game a little bit.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
See? I love that.
Nice guy.
Thinking
too.
ahead.
Great guy.
Thinking ahead.
Great
Oh
guy.
yeah, the UC Davis program is always great to follow.
Yep.
And Sac State this year, big upgrade.
Big up. to the MAC.
Yeah, right there in the
We'll
real
see how they
MAC.
do.
Whew, they're gonna have to
New
battle.
coach,
They're
new
gonna
head
have to.
coach.
New coach.
Our man Jay Ross ready for it?
He's ready to go. And
Okay.
Sac State just announced they signed to play Oregon in 28.
Wow.
Cal 27. So they're starting to get some of
Yeah.
the big time programs now.
Sure.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, UC Davis and Sac State football has elevated so much over the last
For sure.
5 to 10 years. It's been incredible.
It is.
I mean, that's real football, real athletes. A lot of guys end up in the NFL, in the Canadian football
Land
league.
Larison with the Patriots going to make that roster.
That guy
former
is
Aggie
so,
from
the
a couple
running
years
back.
ago.
The mini, they used to call him kind of the mini.
He's a Christian McCaffrey.
He's a McCaffrey style back.
Not saying it's Christian
Now,
McCaffrey.
you also have some competition among ex-NFL athlete or related athletes that are at the quarterback position at Davis this year. Is that right?
So we'll see. I mean, they announced that Trainer Cleveland, former son, or not former, but son of Cam Cleveland,
Right.
NFLer, is going to be the starting quarterback.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
that'll be good.
H, you get to any of those games?
I haven't been recently.
Okay. Might be. I know where you can get a ticket. I think you call up
Just got to
Scotty.
call the box office. 'cause
I'd call Scotty
He
doesn't
can
get us
call.
anything.
He may not get a
May not get
return
a-
on that call.
All right, Gary, the rankings.
Well, no, I was just.
I
I
want to
was
see.
State, Ohio
He
State.
circled this Iowa team down here.
I circled
Oh.
Iowa. Yeah, well, I'm a big Iowa
Yeah.
fan too. I don't know if you guys know that, but
Offensively, is
Yeah.
there anything going to happen there this year?
well, I don't know.
Yeah, can
You
they
can't
score?
run 11 tight ends on offense. You know.
Well, that's where all the tight ends come from.
I
It's
know,
a
that's
tight end
true.
machine.
That's
but
true.
no, I'm happy that they're in the top 25. That's cool. But I'm looking back up here. Ohio State always seems to be up there.
Unbelievable.
They're up there. But then I looked here at Indiana. What is that?
Six.
Six?
Yeah.
They're six. Come on.
And they had
Yeah.
they lost everybody.
a lot.
Yeah, so there's
Quarterback,
no
running back.
way. And I heard somebody say, who knows? They may run it back and win the championship. There's no way they're winning the Big
If
Ten.
that
again
guy
this year.
wins it,
That's
he's going to
way
the Hall of
too
Fame.
tough.
Right, that coach will go to the Hall
Oh,
of Fame.
yeah.
No doubt. He's
Right
already
away.
going. But
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, what happened
Signetti.
to Alabama? They're down to 13. That is just not normal.
No. So we got 1 minute left, guys. We will
Okay.
cover more on football next week. Real quick, just want to mention, thank Jeff Larson from the Appeal Democrat newspaper chain.
Yeah,
Nice story
great
on
job.
Go Online. You can see the story.
What about our 24s?
We're going to do 24-second clock next. Yep. So we're going to
Okay.
get those done. Want to mention that appealdemocrat.com. You can see the article on the rebirth of the Sports Roundtable with Hard Rock as the major sponsor, and we're
Yep.
working on some other things. So, 24-second clocker. You guys are, and I got the clock right last week. I got no credit for that.
You did do that's right. I was watching you. Yeah, he did do it good. It's not easy to do. That thing is from 1975?
Don't start.
Or 1960?
Look,
1960. I feel like I'm in
Wait.
Hoosiers,
Hey,
the movie Hoosiers.
We didn't give him credit last week. Don't
That's
start
right.
this
Okay.
week.
All
Well,
right.
he's going to mess it up now. Watch.
Are you ready, Gary?
Oh, I'm going.
Here we
I'm ready.
go.
Yeah, ready to
Okay.
go.
Here we go. Ready? 24-second clock. The best 24 seconds in all of radio, television, and podcasts right now. Take it away, Gary.
That's pretty big. All right, I touched on it a little bit earlier. I'm watching that MVP race in the National League, and I got PCA, of course, with the Cubs. 279 he's batting. 31 home runs. That's one more than your guy, Ohtani.
Yeah.
Wow.
But Ohtani is, I think, batting like 285 or something. He's right in there, too. We all know Ohtani's one of the best, but keep your guy that's out on PCA. He's carrying the Cubs. He's the best player on the Cubs. Super fun to watch. Maybe give this guy a nod for MVP. We'll see how he finishes up the season.
Wow, Scotty, you're up.
Second place vote will be
man,
very
that's
good
a lot
for
of
him.
pressure.
All right, let's talk Mike Krukow. He announced his retirement at the end of the year.
Good subject.
Kruk and Kipe, you got to give it to them, regardless of whether you're a Giants fan or not. That's one of the best broadcast teams in the history of baseball.
Yeah.
They both belong in the Baseball Hall of Fame. I'm going to miss Krukow. I had him on for a halftime interview once. He walked off when I told him I was a Dodger fan. He threw down the headsets and said, "I'm out of here, meet."
Gotta love Krukow.
Bye,
All right,
meat.
Harold, you're up.
Well, let's talk local guys. Yes, Aaron Rodgers and James Campen. James Campen is a lineman for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's back with Aaron Rodgers, and we know that those two together won a championship. And I know they're excited to start this season, and I'm looking forward to James Campen and Aaron Rodgers to put things together in Pittsburgh.
I love it. Well done, Harold. Okay, I'm going to touch on Debo again. It's funny in life how sometimes you were in the right place and it was the wrong time. He's now in the right place at the right time. I think Debo, and given his leadership skills there with the 49ers, they all welcomed him back. He got the huge hug from Kittle, from Trent Williams, from Coach Shanahan. They went through some pretty tough contract negotiations a few years ago. But Debo's back. Watch out for Debo Samuel this season. I think he's going to have his best year ever.
Can't argue that.
I
gonna be
agree.
good.
Totally
I agree.
agree.
All right,
I'm a
guys.
Debo fan. I might take him fantasy.
Episode 2 in the books.
We did it.
Hard
It's
Rock
over
Sports
I
Roundtable.
love
Hard
it.
Rock
How's
right
that
here.
over already? That's
Get
crazy.
to Hard Rock Sacramento. Nice
Yeah.
job, H, as always. All right, Kurt Baird on the board. Want to thank everybody for joining us today. We will see you again next time on the Hard Rock Sports Roundtable.
California grow, yeah, yeah. California grow. doing all we've known. Yeah, there's nothing quite like this place that I call home. California grown. Yeah, yeah, California grown.
Saturdays, Hard Rock brings you the $3.9 million Roll to Win drawings. With 3 drawings each Saturday night, you could win up to $100,000 in cash and prizes. Saturdays, only at Hard Rock Sacramento.
Sign up today for the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Unity Rewards program. New members can spin to win up to $1,000 in free play. Plus, play up to $500 on us and get exclusive discounts at Rocktain Gas and Smoke, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Sacramento. Get ready to rock and win when you sign up for the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Unity Rewards program. New members can spin to win up to $1,000 in free play. Plus, play up to $500 on us. Amplify your experience by becoming a Unity member and get exclusive discounts at Rocktain Gas and Smoke. Earn like a rock star and use your points on gaming, dining, shopping, or staying at any of our participating locations worldwide. Turn up the volume at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Sacramento.